Hope you guys are having a good day. I just wanted to make a quick video showing you guys my new raised beds that I made recently. And we use the Hugelkultur method, which is kind of a lasagna layering effect. Alright, so these are the two main beds here. They're 8 feet long by 2 feet wide. And I want to say they're about 18 inches tall, but they could be a little taller than that. And what we did is we put landscape fabric, all staple gunned it all the way around the inside, because I didn't want dirt leaking out the sides and the cracks in the bottom and everything like that when I went to water. And it's worked really, really good so far, actually. And then we got some old logs and some sticks and twigs and other yard debris, put it all on the bottom layer, and then we put some native soil on top of that, and then we filled the rest up with grass clippings and our own homemade compost and leaves, and just kind of layered it all in, and then we topped it off with this this local organic compost that we put on top. We've got all kinds of stuff planted. We've got a whole row of cilantro here. I love cilantro. I use the heck out of it. And then next to that we've got red romaine, and it's doing really good too, and we've been eating salads off of this for like the last week. And then behind that we have a mix of arugula, some spinach, Swiss chard, and then we have a row of cilantro behind that, right in the front here, and that was sown before we did a succession planting, so these are planted 2 weeks later. And everything is doing really, really good. Super green, super healthy. Everything tastes good. It's not bitter or anything like that. It's all organically grown. It's really liking it here. And then nasturtiums are trailing down all along the front here. It looks really good. I think I'm going to do that again this year. And I just planted a mum. And then also an aster went in last night. That's this plant here with the blue flowers. Thought it had a really good contrast with the blue flowers against the yellow nasturtiums, and then also the yellow tomatoes, as well as the red nasturtiums, or orange, or whatever you want to call that. So I hope you guys are gearing up for fall. I know I am. I usually don't do a fall garden, but I wanted to try it out this year, and everything seems to be doing really, really good. Got the radishes on this side. Some of them are bulbing up and some of them aren't. Like this one here, this is doing pretty good. And they seem to be having a lot of foliage and not a lot of root yet. So what that's telling me, I mean there's some in there, but what that's telling me is that there's an overabundance of nitrogen versus other nutrients in this soil. And the plants are really taking up the nitrogen and producing these enormous leaves. I mean, when was the last time you ever seen a radish leaf this big? That's a really good size, and then this one as well. I mean, that's a good foot long. Fat too. So, yep, so we got some radishes, and that's a blend that I have. Then I've got some dinosaur kale here. Going all the way down, that's looking real good. And then also a whole row of beets behind these radishes. And this is a mix. We've got some golden beets, and we've got a couple other red beets, and I know they're sown in really thick, but in my experience you can do that with beets. They just kind of push each other out of the way. So, and then of course another row of cilantro. So yeah, I'll kind of back up a little bit so you can see kind of the scope of these. They're a good sized box, 8 feet long, 2 feet wide. I'd say maybe 18 inches tall, if not more. And they work really, really well. I water them about once every, I don't know, 3 days, especially when there's seedlings in here like this, because the seedlings tend to be more susceptible to drying out when the top couple layers has dried out. Yeah, it's just a really nice shot from here. All that color, I just love it. It's so pretty this time of night with the sun coming through the tips of the greens. My edibles. And we have one more box to show you. And now this other one we didn't do the hugel bed method, or Hugelkultur, as most know it. We just put straight up compost all the way, and it's a little bit shorter. It is, however, 8 feet long and 2 feet wide, just like the other ones, but it's just not as tall. Show you the Brussels sprouts real quick. Got the pumpkins doing really good. Gonna make some pumpkin pie. Super excited. Got a really good vegan recipe I'm gonna try using. Sure, it all turned out amazing. Our volunteer mullein. It's really gotten huge. It's like, reminds me of a cactus in a desert or something. Okay. So this is the third and final raised bed that we just recently put in. And this is a really hot spot over here, which is fine. I mean, plants like a lot of heat. They like sun, certain ones anyway. And then other plants don't seem to do as good. These seem to all really like it. But you'll notice that this area on the left is way less densely planted than the area on the right. And that was due because my seedlings were unprotected for the first week of them sprouting, and the birds got in there and were digging them up and eating them, and by the time I could cover it up, about half the bed was gone. Something got into the bed last night. There's a big tunnel that goes in here, and I think maybe a rat got in there, and he like kicked the dirt all around, ate some of my peas, ate some of the Swiss chard and some of the spinach, and kind of dirtied up everything. Well, it's just one thing you got to deal with, when you're living out in the woods here. I don't know if it was it had to have been like a rat or a chipmunk or something. I just don't know what. And it doesn't really matter. All that really matters is all you can do is just kind of roll with the punches and fix the damage, and hope it doesn't happen again. So anyways, that is my quick little video here. Just wanted to show you guys my raised beds. I haven't shared them with you yet. I'm sure you've seen them in previous videos. So we'll go ahead and end this video with a nice little sunflower.